Let's get that out of the way. Okay, there. Now, is this gonna work? Okay. Oh, and I need to put up the chat. Sorry, running behind, guys. Uh-oh. Come on now. Come on now. Facebook. Hi. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning. I think that's Angel. It might be Ducky under Angel's account. Good morning, Jen Nichols. How are you? Good morning, Rose. I'm sorry I'm on late. I was running into some problems. I'm still having issues with OBS. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna need to probably take myself to a Texas, like, there's a place called TX Nerd here or something. It's like a computer store, and I'm gonna have them look at it and try and figure out what's going on. I was able to set it up so that, don't mind the mess behind the desk, but those wood planks are going to be bookshelves that need to be put together. But there's Buddha, if you guys can see Buddha. But I was trying to set up the rear camera again, and I can't seem to get it to do the window in the window. Josh set it up that way, and I can't seem to get it to go back. So I'm not sure what I need to do, and I'm still checking. Give me one moment. I'm trying to check Facebook because it's not posting to my personal account anymore, even though it's set up that way through Restream. So I don't understand why videos through Restream are no longer going and posting live to my personal account. I'm kind of upset about that. I'm wondering if it has to do with all the times I landed in Facebook jail, like if Facebook is now blocking me from having third-party videos come into my personal page, because it's really weird. It's only happening on, it's only been happening since I've gotten back into America. So it's strange. So I don't know what is going on. Anyways, my name is Dan Geist, and this is Engelgeist. Thank you for watching my channel. Let me put that back up because I can't see what you guys are saying. Oh, great. And then I just lost that. I'm a hot mess this morning. I shot 2 new card unboxings. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, I said Kristen. Good morning, Melinda and Barbara. Irish and Cyprus, hi, how are you? So I have done 2 videos this morning for unboxings because I wanted to include these decks. They're decks that I'm really excited to use that will be in today's Pick a Card when I film it later today. I would like to get my my stuff sorted for this video camera though, because I feel like my live streams are a little bit wonky right now. But whatever, we'll just deal with it. So I am trying to... Melinda Eichenmiller over on Facebook says she does groom videos and they blocked her. I feel like they're blocking my videos from coming to my personal page. It's really weird because that's where I used to post from into groups. And now the videos are only going to my business page and then out to Twitch and YouTube, which I even turned off my personal page and returned it back on Restream to maybe like reconnect it. And it's still not streaming to my personal page. So it's weird. I thought maybe I might, need to turn it off and let it wait 5 seconds and reestablish it. It's not working. So I have a feeling that YouTube has blocked it because they're tired of putting me in Facebook jail. I mean, not YouTube, Facebook. It's really strange. It's really weird because it's content that I want to put on my own personal page, but yet it's not showing up there. So I don't know. But I will have to see. Oh, Jen Nichols, you got Pro Tarot? Good. I have it myself. I never did an unboxing of it because I got it months ago. I was part of the I got one of the original Indiegogo campaign decks for Crow Tarot, but I am signed up for the Indiegogo for the Wise Dog, and I will do an unboxing of the Wise Dog when I get it. That's her next deck. That's MJ's deck. MJ's awesome. And she, by the way, guys, all of those of you that are tuning in right now that watched, and when I put up that post about her being nominated for the Carta Awards for 2019, and you guys went and voted, she won Best Illustrator and Best Deck of 2019 for Tarot. So I think that your guys' votes helped, and I'm super glad that you guys went out and voted for her. She so deserves it. She's making some beautiful artwork and some beautiful decks. She really loves tarot. If you're not watching her, check her out. I watch both of her readings every day. She was just on a break for the last week. She was in Alaska, but I watch her Wise Dog reading, and I even subscribe to her Patreon for $1 a month to watch her Crow Tarot because I love the Crow Tarot. And I have it here. I keep it in a special box that I only use the deck for myself. I've used it only on one person thus far. It's very close and near and dear to my heart. Crows are very near and dear to my heart, so when I saw it, it was something that I had to have. I will probably start to use it publicly at some point, and maybe I'll do my own unboxing of it, even though it's not in the original box anymore. It's in, I can show you guys. I have this whole bookshelf full of tarot decks. But I bought this box here for it. Oh, you guys, that's me banging on the wall. It's not anybody coming. Thanks for protecting me, guys. They don't even know which direction to run in. No angel wings banged against the wall and the dog started barking. So my Crow Tarot is kept in here. And I sent a box similar like this to MJ for her deck. So it's here. I actually still have it in the original box within the deck. Within the metal box, but I bought this box in Mexico, and I love that it had the black heart, which is sort of like, black like a crow. So couldn't find another one like this to give to MJ, but I gave her one with a green stone on it, which I thought was really beautiful and healing. And she loved it. You might see it in some of her previous older videos. So, and MJ and I, we chit-chat, like we've become friends. So I'm super stoked that she won. You guys could stop by, those of you that follow her or watch her. Oh, these dogs are gonna freak out every time I hit this wall with this chair. You guys could stop by and congratulate her on her win. I know she's stoked. She mentions it in her readings, as she should be. It's well deserved. She's an incredible artist. She loves tarot. She's a great reader. And she deserves all the accolades and recognition that she's getting. I just think it's awesome because I've been watching her for like a year, and at least, and she's just amazing. She's like so inspiring. So I'm glad that you bought her deck. That was a whole big tangent for all of that, but I'm glad that you got it, Jen Nichols. It is a gorgeous deck. Jen Nichols says, for those of you on Facebook that can't see the YouTubers, she says it's a gorgeous deck. I love all the symbolism and her explanations. And that's the cool thing about why I watch her every day, is I watch her because she is the artist of the deck. So she explains why she puts certain things in there. And part of the reason why I only read it myself with it is because I'm a little intimidated because I have a direct line to the artist and the intention of the deck. And so, and I've said this to MJ in over the phone, that I sort of feel like, I don't know, like just knowing how the artist perceives it and then how I perceive it, I don't want to, so I only read myself with the deck. Not that MJ would care. MJ loves seeing different ways of her deck being used. She's even mentioned it in the past, but I'm going to definitely unbox the Wise Dog and use that publicly. And she's working on a third deck called the Grimalkin, which looks beautiful. The artwork, if you guys aren't following her, follow her page on Facebook, and she's posting the new artwork that she's doing for the Grimalkin, which is all cats, and it's really beautiful. It's really cool what she's doing up in Seattle. I'm like super inspired by her and very proud of her. She should be very proud. But you all, I know a bunch of you guys voted for her because I asked or whatever. Those of you that knew her already probably voted for her of your own accord. But for those of you that voted because you saw my post, because I know a lot of you did, thank you so very much, because I think you guys helped somebody that was very well deserving get the recognition that they should have. So Super happy for her. Super, super happy for her. Hey, Kim Cincinnati, good morning. How are you? Um, good morning, Susan Barlow. How are you, Suzanne? It says, how, good morning, Dan. How are you? If you have time, may I please have a reading? I'm not doing personal readings in the morning, Suzanne. This is the broadcast. This is the forecast. So this is for everyone. So if you tune in and just listen, I'm pulling a single card for the energy of the day. I am your spiritual meteorologist, and that's what I do in the mornings for those of you that are new. I don't know that there's many new people because I can't post the video out. So I need you guys to share the video out to your groups and wherever you can because I can't. It's sort of like shitty. I'm kind of over Facebook right now. If I could do this without social media, I would love to. And this is part of the reason why I think intuitively I was wanting to move things towards YouTube because I think that YouTube is a much more freer platform where it's sort of just real basic, like you subscribe and you watch, period, hands down, versus this whole having to deal with Mark Zuckerberg trying to control what you put through and when. So, good morning, Christina Avalos. How are you? Um, it's okay, Suzanne. Don't be upset. Like she says, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. It's fine. And it's fine to always ask for a reading. But in the mornings, I do the morning forecast, and I'm already running behind. And if you want to book a personal reading, those are also available. I'm now established and at home. Everything is set up, and I'm available for private readings. So you guys can always book those whenever you're ready. I'm happy to do those. So. I really, really wish that I don't even see this posting to my business page. I don't know, man. This kind of annoys me. Something's up. Facebook is. I love how Facebook can send me what I was doing 8 years ago, but they can't allow me to post what I'm doing right now. Like, that's some bullshit right there. That's some serious bullshit. All right. All right. So, anyways, I'm going to put that down and pay attention to you guys. So, I know Jen Nichols, we do. Jen Nichols is saying we still need to talk about my stuff if I want, and I do want. I very, very much so want. I've been trying to get like sort of settled. I've been trying to get everything caught up on YouTube with like my tags and all of that sort of stuff because there was a whole, I guess the whole second half of August, I didn't put any tags anywhere, and I didn't like put it in to order in the right, playlists and all of that sort of stuff. I kind of lost touch with that stuff because I started gearing up for the moving. So I need to get better about that, and I will. Yes, Kristen. Kristen says, "Woot! I will reach out and schedule our private. Then I'm happy to do privates, um, of all sorts." I'm just kidding. A little innuendo early in the morning never hurt anybody. All right, so let's get to looking. Oh, and if you guys haven't checked out the Taroscopes, check them out on the YouTube page. They're up. I know some of you have. I have to say this. I have a feeling that some of you Aquarians, the Aquarius knocked it out of the park again with the readings this month. August was really good for them too. And they had a really outstanding reading for September, which was kind of like, what the fuck is going on with the Aquarians? But good for you. There's some similarities between Aquarians and Sages this month of September. So if any of you Aquarians are close to Sages or have any Sagittarians in your life, pay close attention, talk to them. I have a feeling that there's some weird connections that are going on. Similar cards, although in different places, but similar lessons. So I just wanted to say that out loud because after being finished with all of it, because Aquarius is the last sign of the zodiac, it really said to me that there's some sort of connection happening between Aquarius and Sag this month of September. So for those of you that are Sages that have Aquarians in your life or Aquarians that have Sages in your life, pay attention because, and also fire and air tend to be a good mix. Air feeds fire. So, and fire burns from air, so they kind of, there could be something going on in there. Okay. Good, Karen. I'm glad you're excited to be Aquarian. You should be. You guys had really, really good cards. So let's take the 3 deep breaths really quick. We know the drill, right? This is all people I know. I don't need to go through it every morning. I don't have any new watchers at this point because People. You've had two ex-husbands, both named Joe, that are Sagittarians. That's funny, Karen. That is very funny. So let's take those 3 deep breaths, honoring the body, mind, and spirit, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe deep into the belly and hold until I say release. Please close your eyes and join me to bring ourselves into present time. So let's take that first deep breath in and release. Say thank you to your body in this moment. Bring your attention to your body. And take that second deep breath in through the nose and release. Say thank you to the mind and bring your mind into this present time space. And take that third breath in and release. Saying thank you to the spirit for carrying us through, even when we're in our own fear, ego, way, joy, whatever. Just say thank you to spirit. Honor that part of ourselves. All right. Okay. All right, so let's look at the cards today. Let's look at the card for today. Let me just shuffle first, and then I'll say what I need to say. Okay, Spirit, please give us a card for the collective that best resonates with the energy of today and what we will be dealing with for those that are not only watching right now, but those that may intend to watch both later today and at any time in the future. All right, the energy feels kind of good. It feels a little bit tight on the cards and it feels a little bit heavy, but the cards are coming together. So I don't know if there's a bit of intensity going on for some of you guys today. It doesn't feel like a bad intensity or like a struggle bus intensity, but it feels like today might be a little bit like, ugh, like, if that makes any sense. Um, uh, it is. There feels like there's like a maybe a seriousness to today, but it's not. It doesn't feel bad. It feels like whatever we get accomplished today may be important. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe that makes sense for some of you. I don't know what you guys have on the docket. On the docket today. All right, so here's our card. Boom. I'm gonna flip the screen. I'm gonna do it with the rear camera. Don't mind the mess in the background, but you know what? Psychics aren't perfect. Oh, let's slide her forward. We've got the moon card today, guys. Last night we had the star card. So I love that we have the moon card. And actually, this isn't such a bad setup because this gives us a little bit of a closer look. I like the clarity with which we get to see the moon this morning. The moon card to me is always about intuition. It is major arcana. Yesterday we had the star, which is major arcana. And I did say that there was a little bit of seriousness to the cards, a little bit of heaviness, but not in a bad way. So intuitively, we might be working on some big stuff right now, especially with the star from yesterday and now the moon. We've got the moon and the stars at our back. What the hell's going on, guys? I look at this. Obviously, we've got the moon here representing as intuition, and we have this blossom happening here. Like our intuition is blossoming. Some of us might be a little bit stressed out or questioning. Not really. Like I always, when I look at this face, I always feel like she's somewhat holding back, or she might be a little bit stressed, a little bit uh, unsure of her intuition. But the moon is here to tell us that we can be sure. We can like own our intuition and we can work from that place. I also feel like this is a lot about relationships, this card, because you have the owl here and the owl here. And then you have the wolf here and the wolf here, and both are calling out to one another, and then we have these dolphins swimming together. So some of this is about like intuitively maybe looking at our relationships and what's going on for us right now. Some of us might be in sync and feeling very good about that. Some of us might be feeling very distant and feeling some pain around that. And some of us might be working together but also have that sort of, I don't know, that distance or that need to communicate a little bit better is what I'm feeling when I'm looking at these two owls and or the hawks, whatever these birds are. They don't necessarily always pull my attention. So I also feel like there's a choice to be made with this card, and intuitively we need to trust ourselves. That's what this card is telling me. As far as it being the moon, it's a powerful card, and it's all about the intuition. Be careful of the darker side of things. Be careful of the emotional side of things. Try not to get too sucked into sort of uh, how do I want to put this? Like, I feel like the moon, even though she's highly intuitive and very strong, sometimes she can sort of get down on herself, or she can sort of turn in on herself. She is our shadow side in a way, and so although she's intuitive and she has great depth, sometimes we can get lost in the depths, and we don't want that to happen. We had yesterday's star card, which was like sort of that bright beaming light of clarity, correct? Now we have the moon here today to teach us how to sort of work through our intuition or work through our situations intuitively, but we also have to remain mindful of finding our way out of these sort of situations, or finding our answers in such a way that we keep clear, we keep that clarity of the star. Does that make sense? So I think that, and remember, we had that midweek, which we are at Wednesday, we had that midweek Eight of Cups stagnation card, and the moon, she is a power player, right? She's major arcana. She's not fucking around by any means. She's intuitively aware and knows that. But I look at this face and I feel like she sort of knows that there's something she intuitively needs to let go of or address, and I don't know if she feels 100% ready. So if there's those of you that are out there that are dealing with stuff that might feel stagnant or might bring up some emotions for you, like that Eight of Cups card, here is your answer. Here is your strength. Here is your intuitive self, knowing that whatever it is going on in your relationships, be it at work or in love or even in friendships, if there's stuff going on relationally around you that needs addressing and you're not speaking up, or you're not sort of trusting your intuition around it, the moon is here to tell you that you can trust it, that you need to be wary of getting too caught up in that stagnation. It's not serving you. And to move forward, like, remember the light of the star from yesterday and move forward, light your path and trust what you know to be true, even if that means sort of, how do I want to say this, like, even if that means having to like sever some relationships, or change how you are in relationships, or um like reclaim the power that you have in those relationships. Does that make sense? Like, you're allowed to take that power back. That's what this card is telling me, especially with the stagnation card. And that, remember, that kickoff card for the week was the Wheel of Fortune. And guys, I'm going to say this. I'm going to flip it back to me. I want to say this. Oh, and let me put, I can't see your comments because I flipped the thing. There we go. I want to say this. We had Fortune kick off on Sunday, right, as the beginning underpinning of all of this, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which moves slowly, but it moves in our favor as a rule, unless we are in such a situation that we're not feeling favorable, right? So this is where I say, like, it's all just energy, look for the blessing. If we're looking for the blessing, no matter what the situation, we can shift it, and the Wheel of Fortune will turn towards that blessing, right? And I feel like I said on Sunday, if you go back and watch Sunday's report, that there is stagnation and there is narrowness coming up throughout the week. There is stuff that we're working through. Now, the star yesterday was telling us, we had the Man of Wands, which was all about like sort of putting on different hats and playing chameleon to get through the day. And that's fine. That was from a position of power. And it was from a position of like sort of figuring out how to sort of work situations for ourselves. As we head into the week now, we've gotten the star and we've gotten the moon. We've gotten three major arcana: the Wheel of Fortune, the star, and the moon. This week is actually, it maybe doesn't feel like things are going on, or it might feel like just sort of a normal week, but I have a feeling that because these major arcanas are showing up, tells me that like there's stuff going on in the background that we're unaware of. There's stuff that's going on in the background, even in the simple choices that we're making, that is having a bigger impact than we might be aware of. This here, this moon card is saying to me that although she is sort of maybe forlorn, sad, questioning, looking at things from an intuitive perspective and knowing sort of that maybe things aren't working out perfectly or right, we need to utilize her strength and intuition to push ourselves forward, to not let ourselves stay stuck, to not let ourselves stay in that stagnation that we saw on Sunday. Okay? So she is our guide right now through this midweek Eight of Cups possible stuckness. She is our intuitive guide that we need to listen to that tells us stop giving to that situation that no longer serves you. Stop, and you know this too, that's the thing. Like this moon card says to me that intuitively we know the hit, we know what we need to do, and we need to get about doing it. Whatever fear we might have or whatever trepidation we might have, we need to let go of and move forward in power and in our intuitive power and strength. Okay, that's what this moon is about. So I like that she's here. I like that she's following the star. She's saying to us, like, come on, let's look at this and let's move it out. We know that it needs to change, okay? So, and Kim Cincinnati says, yes, oh, 100%, I'm so scared. It's okay to be scared. You have to understand that you have the strength to do this. The moon card is about strength. You just have to trust it. You have to intuitively lean in and trust it. You have to trust the universe. You have to trust your spirit guides. You have to trust your own spirit and yourself, and actively do it. Consciously do it. Bring it forward. Don't hold back on the shadow side of things and stay sort of hidden. The star was yesterday was all about sort of shining, not in an aggressive manner, but just sort of shining and being who we are. So the moon is now taking us a level deeper, right? And she is like asking us to look a little bit deeper. And as we look a little bit deeper, we might like become aware of some of the things in our lives that are creating stagnation, or that Eight of Cups, those feelings that aren't working for us. So the moon asks us, okay, let's shine light on those. Let's look at that darker side. Let's look at that deeper side and let's release it, right? But we have to trust ourselves, and we have to be strong in that. And the moon has that strength. She has that pull. She has that ability to create that change for us. We have to trust her. Trust her, damn it. Hey, Charlie Eccles. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Love and light and blessings to you. Welcome to the morning forecast. You're new to me. I've never seen your name before. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you need to do so that you can come back and enjoy these with us. So that is the forecast for today, guys. It feels like it's a significant week. Check out the Taroscopes on YouTube if you haven't already. There's a lot of really interesting things. I was talking to Ducky this morning, and this morning I was saying to her that I noticed the theme amongst the shuffles, which is not something that normally happens. The theme amongst the shuffles from sign to sign to sign was that there was not a lot of outside interference or what's the word I'm looking for? Resistance going on with everybody in the month of September. Any resistance, difficulty, struggle that is happening from within for us in the month of September. And there's a lot of transformation happening in signs like Capricorn, in Aquarius, I think Scorpio. Even Scorpio had I had a message for Scorpio that would not upload, to say the least. And then I tried 6 times to upload that damn thing. And then finally I gave in and I deleted it and I reshuffled and redid Scorpio. And it was a similar message, but with a stronger spiritual connotation about going in deep and doing the work and the connection. So there's something about this September that I feel like is transformative, even though we might be living life day to day, normal as normal. But it's up to us to do the work. That was the theme. It's not like how do I want to say this? Like it's not like sort of the universe is out to get us or this month. It's about, are we going to get ourselves? Are we going to get in our own way? Are we going to focus on what's not working and then create more of that? And then start to think that, oh my God, I'm trapped. It's my environment. No, you're not trapped. You've got the star and the moon card. You've got like the ability, like all of this stuff, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune leading this month out. So it's like, which way do we want this wheel to spin? And because the wheel spins, and the Wheel of Fortune showed up, I think, in a couple of tarot scopes yesterday too. The key with the Wheel of Fortune is it will go the way that you choose to turn it, right? Where you put your attention and intention is the way that the wheel will turn, right? And the wheel moves slowly. Always keep in mind that spirit works on a different timeline than we do. Spirit doesn't have time on the other side. We have to be patient, not only with ourselves, but with the universe. If there's something we really want, or there's a certain way we expect it to come, and it doesn't necessarily come in the way we expect it, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not coming. It also sometimes might mean that we don't necessarily need it. But we have to be like open to that, willing to accept that. And the more open and willing we are, the more easily we can be carried. And again, that brings me back to one of my favorite sayings of let go or be dragged. So there's a lot of that. But the thing is we'll be dragging ourselves the month of September. I noticed that amongst all of the signs, there was no, I mean, I think which sign was it? Like maybe Taurus had a little bit of heaviness to the shuffle, but that was due to there was something in the reading that explained what that was about. It was more about being cautious, and I think Virgo was cautious too about the decisions that they were making in September. And I think that caution signifies the importance of what's happening in the month of September for those signs. So just be aware that we get opportunities here, even in the face of adversity. Sometimes it's the most adverse situations that are the ones that are our greatest teachers. So if we can actually adopt that belief, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're calling to ourselves an adverse situation. It means that we're actually embracing and open and willing to be taught by that situation. And as we do that, we find the blessing. And I say this all the time, that blessing will shift our perception and make that adverse situation a hell of a lot easier to move through. And before we know it, we're on the other side and we're like, look what I can do. Like Stuart, look what I can do. Stuart. I don't know if y'all watch Mad TV. Anyway, so the moon is behind us tonight, guys, today. I wonder what the moon is in tonight. I think it's in Scorpio. Ooh, in Scorpio. Scorpio's message was a little bit wonky yesterday. Like Scorpio's message was fighting me to go up the first time. And then the second time, one card that was there, which was a deeply spiritually connected card, moved. It showed up as the first card, like the lead-in card of the theme for the month of Scorpio. And I was like, ooh, motherfucker. Excuse me for swearing, but I was just surprised because I was like, ooh, something jumped. Like, this is like spirit saying, like, no, Scorpios, you all need to pay attention to this because we're moving this card over here to explain to you how important this is. So I think that there is some stuff shifting and changing for everybody this month. Embrace that change, embrace the power that is within us and the choice that we have with our intention. And Kristen knows Stewart. Atta girl. Watch, look what I can do. Anyways, so hi Linda Massa, it's okay, you can always be late. My mom, Charlie says my moon and my rising are Scorpio. Go watch your Scorpio forecast on YouTube, Charlie, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. It was a message that I had to actually shuffle for twice because I tried to upload the first message, and they're very similar, but the second time around it was much stronger. Like the cards, the way that they played out was like a much more clearer, like, yeah, you need to do this. You need to go deeper and connect more spiritually. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, share this out, you guys, because I can't seem to from my personal page anymore. I don't know what is going on with YouTube or Facebook. But at a certain point, if I get YouTube rolling, I'm just going to ditch Facebook altogether other than have it for my personal space. And the business page will be there. But, and, oh, one other thing. Sorry, this is running so long. I'm late and I'm running long today. Today, I put up 2 new unboxing videos. I think I said that at the beginning. Check it out. I'm excited about these 2 new decks. I'm going to put up a new pick a card this afternoon. I'm using these 2 decks coupled with the deck that I did the first unboxing on, which is the Universe Has Your Back. And all 3 of these decks I've been waiting to put into a pick a card. So this pick a card has been building. I have the little markers. I have bought them in Mexico and they've been sitting and waiting to move to the US. And they got through, they showed their passports and they got through the border and everything's fine. And they're now US citizens. And they are going to be on the 3 piles, and the 3 piles, I just have a feeling it's going to be a fun pick a card. I hope. I hope it's a fun pick a card, and I hope you enjoy it. But I'm excited about it, so I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, get over there and subscribe, because the pick a card will be over there hopefully this afternoon, if not early evening, and if Spirit allows it. But I think they will, because I'm just too damn excited. I have a bunch of new stuff too. Like, let me just show you. I went kind of crazy on Amazon. I got the Naked Heart Tarot for an unboxing. I got the Spirit Animal Oracle for an unboxing. I got the Wild Unknown Tarot for an unboxing. I got the Animal Spirit Tarot for unboxing, the Oracle deck and guidebook. So, aside from this being like hella Elton John, just the box alone gives me a little bit of a boner. I'm excited to open these and unbox them, go through the decks, and start using them. And I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I might stop using our normal everyday deck. This is my favorite go-to deck, right? The Voyager. I've been using it for years. I have 2 copies of it even. I showed Ducky my old copy of it that I've still kept. It's up on the bookshelf. And I might like mix and mingle. Like, make one day work from one deck and for that day's card, and then another day from another deck. And also this should make for more fun with private clients, picking different decks intuitively as to what I feel like they need to know or hear, going by their questions or what they come to me with. So I'm super excited. I have a bunch of stuff, and I have a bunch more decks that I unwrapped them, but I haven't done unboxing videos on them. So there will be a lot of that information. So those of you that tinker in tarot or want to learn about decks or are interested in seeing the decks, just hold out and wait. I am going to be putting them up online as I film them, so you guys can, sort of see the cards, see the art, and see if it's something that interests you. Then you can go about buying it for yourself, to utilize it for yourself, to find your own inspiration or insight and validation. So I've got a ton of stuff. Plus, I've added a shit ton to the charm box. Like, there's, I gotta get my cameras fixed. That's the problem. But I've added these little, like, let's see what we got out of the charm today. Oh, I just reached in here. Can you see that? Oh, my camera's no bueno. It says Warrior. So today we got Warrior. But these are little charms that have little words on them. So I've bought these and put them in the charm box too. So go out today, be a warrior, know that you're backed by your intuition and the moon. Don't hide it, and don't get too bogged down. Shine like the star that you are, and shed away whatever it is that might feel stagnant or old. Okay? And I'm gonna go make this pick a card, which hopefully will give you guys further inspiration and insight. And I'm going to hopefully get over to that Texas place and fix these cameras so that by week's end, because I've done 2 unboxings today. So by the weekend, I would like to be back to charming. I want to get some charming videos going. So I was talking to Ducky this morning, and we're hoping like by Friday, I should have my computer working properly so that, excuse me, so that I can do the charm videos again. Because I like having the corner screen and me on the same screen. I don't know if you guys care. We could do it the other way, where like I did it like this, where we change it and then it's just the whole charm box, and you guys would see. Let me see if I can change that. Let's see. Can I do that? Well, see, then it gives me a small screen. I don't understand. Oh, there's my sage smudge. Haha. I don't understand why. I have to figure this OBS system out because it is just so goofy to me. I mean, I can pull that window open and make it bigger again and flip it vertically, so it would just be the charm box that you guys are seeing. And maybe that's what I need to do for the time being and get my face off of camera. Because I have this little weird blemish here, or whatever the hell that is. It's probably dirt. Eye boogers from the dogs. Needless to say, I didn't shower yet this morning. I was running behind because I shot all of those videos for the unboxings because I wanted to get those cards into today's pick a card. All right, so I love you all. The card was the moon, Anne-Marie. Let me see, I can show it to you really quick. That's not the screen we want. Let's see if we can change the video capture device. See, this has got to be better. There's the moon card, dear. That was our card for the day. You can rewatch and replay the video. And that was our card for today, okay? I'm not going to go into further explanation. Everybody else can explain it to you if you want. But I am going to move on. It's nothing personal. I just need to get stuff done today. All right? So it's totally fine. Don't worry. Marie says, sorry, I was on the phone with a Reiki client. That's great. I love it. Don't even worry. The moon card is here to support us today. So, and rewatch the video because there's a lot of information and stuff. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for bearing with me. Sorry I was late this morning. These camera things, I was trying to fix them, but they're just not. I'm going to take the computer in today and get it some much needed medical attention or whatever it means so that I can understand it. All right? And you guys have a great day. All right. And keep an eye out for the pick a card. I'm excited about it. All right. Have a good day. Bye.